The last part I started on was special needs payments in video two. Traveler's checks aren't real big anymore because people have debit and credit cards. But certified checks or cashier's checks, if let's say I buy something from you in Redfield Armage, it might be a pool table, and you wanted $1,500 for it. So I come to you and buy it, and you say, I don't know you at all, so I don't know if you write me a personal check, if there's going to be money in that account. So get a certified or cashier's check. Basically, those checks are from you give the bank or a place that does those, financial institution that does those, the money. They write a check and they're guaranteed. The money is guaranteed. Money orders is where you can transfer the money to their account. And we'll talk about electronic fund transfers here coming up. If you go down here, we're kind of making our way. Um, let's see. Most banks, credit unions have a lobby, so you can go in there and talk to somebody, a personal banker, somebody that can help you set up a checking account, savings account, other types of accounts, safe deposit box, get loans for vehicles and college loans. You also can go on the internet and visit banks that way too. If you're under 18, they're the last one. Must have a guardian signature on the account to open it. On loans, same thing, cosigner, basically that they know you're going to pay back the money you borrow. Some features. These are some new features that have been established here in the last 30 years. Debit cards, we all know what those are. Mobile banking, it would be an app on your phone. And you could click and access your accounts there. Online banking is where you can go through a computer and you can see your account balances, different services they offer. Like Wells Fargo has a budget feature. You can see where your money's going. You can look at your different accounts. Both mobile and online, you can transfer money. ATMs is where you can go at the bank's automatic teller machine. They're open 24/7. You can withdraw money, deposit money at some of them. You can check balances, transfer money, and then contactless payment is when they're it's kind of like the Apple Pay, excuse me, where you go to a place and they just scan your card real quick. Basically, where there's no money or papers exchanged for the payment. So that's something new of the future that's getting bigger and bigger. Online banking, you can kind of see that. Very, very nice thing to see how much money you have. It's always a good idea to see how much money you have in an account. Keep track of that. Online banking keeps that up to date and the most accurate as possible. But remember, you can keep track of your money in your account. It's your responsibility. Mobile banking kind of went through that. Debit cards, ATMs, you can look at those. Okay. The feature I like the most is probably the online banking and ATMs, just because accessibility. Big thing with your money is you always want it to be accessible. How can I get my hands on my money? It's your money or my money. You want it when you want it. So make sure you're able to do that with the accounts you set up. There are some fees when using the banking system. Overdraft fee. So if I have $20 in my bank account and I spend $30, I'm now in the hole $10. So they're going to ding me just for going in the hole. Usually that's like $35. Plus I still owe for the $10. So really I owe $45. They don't like that. It happens every once in a while, but banks will get tired of it if it happens over and over, and they might ask you to leave. There's overdraft protection where they have a little sum of money that you can put away, and they'll pull out of that before they ding you. ATM fee, if you use your ATM card at an ATM that's not owned by your bank, usually it's $1.50 to $2 charge. So if you take out $22 or $20 and it's not your ATM, your bank's ATM, they'll charge you like $2 for using their machine. And then some accounts have minimum balances. How do I know what bank to go to or use? Do research. You can read this slide here, but do research, figure out what best suits you. Location's a big thing, and whatever you're comfortable. A lot of you probably bank where your parents bank. That's fine. At some point, you might branch off and go to a different bank. Do your research. Okay, and this is just a slide you can look at.